Kayaking is a fantastic, explorative hobby. A lot of people will tell you that there really is no greater way to explore the great outdoors than plotting your path down a beautiful body of water in a well-crafted kayak. But people must always remain safe and aware of themselves when using this or any craft. If you are a kayaker, or looking to take up kayaking in some form, the best thing that you can do is follow the rules. A lot of people ask, can you get a DUI while on a kayak? And really there is no short answer to this. This is because, whatever the answer is, there is a lot of moral reasoning surrounding it as well. So, we are going to try and give you every little piece of info on whether or not you can get a DUI on a kayak. For more information, click the link below. 1. What is kayaking? Kayaking is the act of moving across a body of water in a kayak. A kayak is a long, narrow boat propelled by a double-sided paddle. It was invented by Inuit people but in modern times has taken on popularity as an explorative pastime. There are a few different types of kayaking, and these are 1.1 Whitewater kayaking. This is when a kayaker braves it down a fast-paced, high-octane stretch of river with dips, drops and rocks too. 1.2 Recreational kayaking. This is mainly taken up in order to explore nature from a unique vantage point. 1.3 Sit on top kayaking. This is very much the same thing as recreational, but on a kayak that doesn't have a hole in which you can sit. 1.4 Surf kayaking. This is where someone in a kayak takes to the waves and uses them as momentum to ride their kayak. Quite similar to surfing in a lot of ways. 2. What is a DUI? You may have heard of a DUI if you have passed your driving test or know a lot about highway laws. A DUI stands for driving under the influence. The influence being alcohol. Though the limit of which you can drink while being okay to drive is different in different places, it's usually around 1 drink. This is to deter anyone from trying their luck with drinking and driving, as this can lead to huge accidents caused by slow reactions and impaired vision. A driver will usually get a warning the initial time they are caught driving drunk, dependent on the circumstance. But after that it can lead to graver punishments, such as fines, educational sessions and even jail time. Though it is important to know what a DUI is, especially if you are a driver, the abbreviation we need to focus on is a buoy. This stands for boating under the influence, and pertains to motorized and manual boating vehicles. 3. Can you get a DUI, buoy while kayaking? The short answer is yes. In most places in the world, you will get a DUI, buoy whilst kayaking. But let's get as specific as possible, so you know exactly what the rules are, where you are. 3.1 USA and Canada. Yes, it is illegal to operate any sort of traveling vessel or vehicle when over the limit. This is a law that applies in all 50 states of America. Canada has similarly strict laws when it comes to kayaking under the influence. Though it is best to check the specifics of what the limit is where you live, it is probably best just to avoid the driving or riding of any vehicle after you've had a drink. 3.2 Australia and New Zealand. Australia have a law banning the driving of any water vehicle while drunk, and of course kayaking comes under this law's jurisdiction. If you are caught drinking and manning a kayak, you can be fined and prosecuted. New Zealand laws state that you should avoid manning a water-based vehicle when drunk, and that you can get prosecuted if you do not abide by this. 3.3 The UK. In the UK it is actually to operate a kayak if you've been drinking alcohol. This is because legislation only applies to crafts that are longer than 23 feet. Although, if you are in the UK, don't celebrate just yet. If you are found to be impaired by alcohol whilst you are in or on a kayak, you can still very easily be prosecuted for doing so. 4. What are the dangers of kayaking whilst drunk? There is an inherent danger in doing anything whilst you are drunk. Your reaction time is impaired and your vision and awareness of a situation is blurred as well. Here are a few specific problems you might run into whilst manning a kayak when you are drunk. For more information, click the link below.